What's up, everybody? Rothstein here, Betting Public Sports Show. Okay, I'm your beloved host, Fame Rothstein, aka Michael Snackson, aka Bay O Wolf, aka Malcolm Excellence, aka Hacksaw Jim Thuggin, aka Famelo Ball, aka Trill Belichick, aka Hurricane. You can call me Slurrifane. All right. Today's Sunday, September 25th, 2022. About 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, all times Eastern on the Betting Public Sports Show, Fame Rothstein Sports Investing Show on the podcast. Speaking of which, uh, there is a podcast up. You know how to find it. Anchor, Spotify, Anchor.fm, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher Podcasts. About 10 different places you can find it. The Fame Rothstein Sports Investing Show. Right now, I'm going to say this. I've already, you saw at the beginning of the entertainment, sports betting disclaimer at the beginning of the show. I want to say you this too. Right now, we're in a little bit of we're in the morass. All right, we're in the morass. Okay, a little bit of a struggle. I mean, that's why we're out here out here with the damn clouds. So I exercise money management, just like I'll tell you when we go hot, which we will here soon. It's the earliest part of the football season. We're just struggling with the football. I mean, because we were 1-2 last night. Kansas hit for us. Oklahoma got cracked at home. Okay, then USC on the road. I mean, they pulled it out. We had them -6. They won by 3. I mean, it's not like we asked them to win by 40. We just did. On the road, they just was playing in a tough environment. That's all. So we'll climb out of this real soon, as soon as today, because I got 4 games, 2 props for you. Okay. Look at that damn bird flying. But you see I'm doing the show. Take your monkey ass on somewhere. All right. But they coming to holler at me. Okay. But I've got 4 games, 2 props for you for today. All right. Let's start with the 1:00 games. We've got let's see here. Let's start with this one. We got the Lions at the Vikings. Okay. Now, one of these games I'm going to give you is not on the podcast this morning. Okay. So you guys are in a treat. All right. Okay. You guys get an extra pick today. Okay. We've got the Lions at the Vikings. I told you about the Lions at the start of the season. Take them over 6 games. They're going to win. They've already won 1. This is a much better team than you think. They like their coach and he's ignited them. Okay. Now they're going to Minnesota, division foe, on the road, hostile environment, all the, what's going to happen with all that and whatnot, all the smack talking. Lions are like 5.5 point underdogs. I teased it back to 9. Make sure we got a win, and I like it. It's -177. It's not necessarily the best odds. So if you want, add about a half a unit on it because it is a little high, but I think they'll pull it off. Maybe even a quarter of a unit because it's only, 70, -177, quarter, not a whole extra unit on it though, okay? You don't need to do that, okay? I think the Lions are going to cover that 9. They might even win it outright. I don't know, but I damn sure see them covering 9. So we're going to take the Lions +9, okay? And secondly, at 1:00, we've got the Ravens at Hoodie. The Beans, Patriots up there in Foxborough, okay? Overall, last time, the most recent stats I saw, John Harbaugh's 4-7 against Bill Belichick. Not necessarily. I mean, that's kind of like what he was doing against Tomlin, but he's got him twice in the playoffs, though. 2 of those wins are in the playoffs. And, you've got Mac Jones over there for the Patriots. Very, he's average for a second year player. He could go either way at this point right now. He's trending more up than he is down. But at this point, with Belichick, his coach, he'll probably will trend can continue to go up. He's gonna look good against the Patriots or the Ravens defense today. But who's gonna look better against the Patriots defense will be Lamar. Last time he bet on himself, became an NFL starting quarterback and an MVP. A little bit of a contract squad. Last week they lost. They're 1-1. They lost last week. Gave up 42 to the Dolphins. He didn't give up none of those. But you understand his stats. He's still doing his thing. All right. And I like I said, and that's probably a bad taste in his mouth after the way they lost because they were up pretty good on them. So we're gonna take the Ravens on the money line today. It's minus 148. We're going to take the Ravens, money line, minus 148, all right? Now we got 2 4 o'clock games, okay? The first one, I really like. I like both of these, actually, but I really like this one. I'm going to go with this one first. Green Bay at Tampa Bay. 2 legendary top-tier quarterbacks. Aaron Rodgers, the best of his generation. Tom Brady, the best of his generation. That it's all pretty much gone, right? His last rival was Peyton, and he's at home, just like the Biggie song says, problems with my wife, I don't discuss them. Well, he did. Tom Brady did. And now that that's off his chest, he's going to ball out a little better, throwing shit. That's what he does on the sideline. If Brady was black, he wouldn't did. Okay, perhaps, but 7 Super Bowls gives you a little bit of leeway of being a dickhead on the sidelines. Okay, let's just be honest about it. Aaron Rodgers, you know what we said about Aaron Rodgers the first time we had him on the show. Teammates don't really fuck with him like that. Pardon me, I said I'll stop cussing, but his teammates don't really rock with him like that. Listen, I like even with Mike Evans out, Brady's got a few receivers out. I still like the Buccaneers at home on the money line, minus 124 odds. I mean, they're going to pull it out. Julio will give you what he has. If Godwin gets in, he'll give you what he has. But he still got them young hot shots out there, that they're going to listen to him as like he's God, right? They're not close to being his peer yet. So, and like I said, Green Bay they just don't have the offense. Todd Bowles will make Tampa Bay's defense. Tampa Bay's defense is better than Green Bay's offense. Green Bay's defense is all right. And then this one at 4 o'clock, also 4 o'clock hour, we got Jacksonville at the Las Vegas Chargers, or LA Chargers. I'm sorry. LA Chargers. Okay? The one thing you need to know about this game is that Justin Herbert got broken ribs, gonna wear a flap jacket and all that type of padding. He can only wear so much padding. He'll be ineffective. Secondly, he's supposed to take like some type of pain medicine or something and see if he's even going to play. If he doesn't play, I would take the Jacksonville on the money line. I mean, they've got a good defense. They just shut out the coach, Matt Ryan. They just shut him out last week. Tied the first week. They're not chumps. Doug Peterson, Super Bowl winning coach, he's got them flying, right? I like him. I like this team. They're a lot better than we thought they were going to be. He's going to mold Trevor Lawrence into something. So, therefore, if Herbert doesn't play, take them on the money line. If he does, go ahead and take Jacksonville plus 5.5. They'll cover that, minus 143. Okay? I think the normal spread is 2.5 or 3. Give us a few points, all right? And then I got two props for you. Okay? I got two props. We got the we've got the Eagles at the Commanders. Jalen Hurts. Well, listen, we saw what the Commanders' defense did with Jared Goff. I mean, he is a Super Bowl participant, formerly of the Rams, but like, Amon, what's his name? Saint Ra or something like that. I mean, these guys. I mean, Detroit, they've got players, but they're not elite yet. And for them to go off on Washington's defense like that tells me a lot about their defense. That they ain't really got much. Okay, so we're gonna take Jalen Hurts at even money to go over 1.5 touchdown passes. Okay, and then the last one. This is one of our darlings last year, just like BYU last year in college was one of our darlings. This is one of our NFL darlings. Matthew Stafford's touchdown prop going against the Cardinals, who have absolutely no defense to really think of, and he likes to chuck it. Cooper Kupp, he'll probably catch you a couple. Allen Robinson woke up from the glitz and glamour of that game one on a Thursday night. All right, we're gonna take Matthew Stafford over 1.5 touchdown passes. Now that's minus 186. Those are like not really good odds. So you're gonna add a unit to that. Okay, make sure you add a half a unit to that. All right. So let's recap. Okay, 1 o'clock in the NFL, we've got the Lions at the Vikings. We're taking the Lions +9. Okay, also at 1 o'clock, we're taking the Ravens money line over the Patriots minus 148. Okay, and then in the 4 o'clock hour, we're taking Tampa Bay on the money line versus Green Bay, and we're taking the Jaguars +5.5. Jaguars +5.5 for minus 143 odds at the Chargers. And then lastly, on the prop side, we got Jalen Hurts over 1.5 total touchdown passes for even money at the Commanders. And we've got Matthew Stafford over 1.5 total touchdown passes for minus 186. And one, extra half unit at Arizona, all right? So there you have it. You got plenty of time. Get online, get in line, and get to the bag. You know the show's motto. If there's games to be played, there's money to be made. We'll be back tomorrow on the podcast. You know how to find it, all right? Podcast only tomorrow. Tuesday, I'm going to drop another video about Ime Udoka. The goofy shit that I'm hearing over the weekend is like, let me shake it out for a couple days and find out a couple things. Because I still got thoughts on that, all right? But other than that, let's go get our action in. Let's be safe. Let's be courteous. Let's have safe betting, okay? And we'll be back, like I said, on the podcast next week, all right? But we'll be back on the podcast Thursday and on YouTube here next weekend, all right? But until Tuesday first, but it won't be no action. And then action will be back Thursday or Friday, all right? But until then, everybody stay safe. Be well. Peace.